everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Gia, and in today's video I want to talk about my recent dental visit. Yes, I want to tell you the story about how it actually went. Because as you remember, in my last video I talked about Dr. Ellie's mouth care system, and and this was 2 months in when I did the video. And right now it's 3 months, and I think it was 2 weeks after making the video that I had my dentist appointment. And there was a big thing coming up because we wanted to most probably schedule a dental cleaning because we haven't had one for over a year. And the dentist I went to is actually a dentist that I've been visiting for the past 8 years. And before that, I never did any dental cleanings. I don't know, I just thought I don't need that, so I didn't do them. But after a while, this dentist convinced me that it's crucial, it's important for the health of your teeth. So, I started doing them. And I know that the usual procedure is that you do them every 6 months and then the next one every 6 months. But because I have highly sensitive teeth, I decided that I will only do one once a year because it's just too painful for me, And I was really curious what the doctor is going to say in the next visit, because I hate these dental cleanings. It's a lot of sweating for me. In that chair, it's a lot of pain. And then when I come out of such a cleaning, I'm in such pain you can't imagine. I'm like sitting at home and I can't eat, I can't drink, not even sip on water because everything is so painful. My gums hurt. I have bleeding gums also for a couple of days in. And I remember the last dental cleaning was the worst for me. And I even called my doctor. I asked him, doctor, is this normal? I mean, I can't eat, I can't drink, I'm in such pain. And he said, yeah, don't worry, that's just 2 weeks, that's normal, so don't worry, just sit, calm down, everything's gonna be fine after 2 weeks. Okay, so let's go right to the dental clean and to the dentist visit. So I'm going in there, I'm sitting in the chair, and because we just did some x-rays, actually a lot, because we did 5, 2 on this side, 2 here, 1 in front, I think a panorama. So, and I'm sitting in the chair and waiting, and he's sitting behind me looking at the x-rays. And I'm saying, doctor, is everything fine? What, can you see something? Silence. Like, okay. Weird. Doctor, do you see something? I mean, I'm curious. I want to know. Silence. He doesn't speak for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm like, something must be really wrong. Then he gets up. He still doesn't say anything to me. He gets up, looks at me and says, okay, now we're going to look at your teeth. And he takes out his instruments, and he starts scraping around and doing all the usual stuff that dentists do that I hate, like probably most of you. I really hate going to the dentist, but okay, that's a different story. So I'm sitting patiently, and then he's done. He goes back into his chair and sits down. I'm like, doctor, is everything okay? Still silence. And then he gets up again, gives me a smile and says, everything's fine, everything good. Thanks for coming, and I see you at the next visit. Like, really? So I was so happy when I heard that. So I went straight to the receptionist. And I'm like, ma'am, could you give me the next appointment, please, in 6 months? She's like, yeah, sure. Okay, let's. And then she says, but what about the dental cleaning? I don't know, I say. She's like, didn't the doctor say anything? No, ma'am, the doctor didn't say anything about the dental cleaning. No, no. And she says, okay, maybe he forgot. And she starts looking at the screen and she says, can you hold for a second, okay? I will check if he maybe wrote it in your file and maybe he didn't tell you, but and then she checks it and then she's like, actually, we should schedule a dental cleaning because it's been 1 year, but there's no information about it. So yeah, I guess we don't have one. I'm like, smiling like this inside. I'm like, yeah, I guess we don't need one. Yeah. And she's like, so did you have a dental cleaning somewhere else? I'm like, yeah, I was traveling and yeah, so I had to, and it was time. She said, okay, that explains everything. Of course, this was a little lie, because I thought, like, let's not say the truth because I'm just 2 or 3 months on the system, and maybe she will try to talk me out of it. When something is very fresh and you're just starting out with something, what I usually do is I keep it to myself or I share it with you guys. So that's what I do. But I don't go out, to my friends, to my family, or like in this case, to my dentist. I wouldn't, because I don't want to hear his opinion or the receptionist's opinion. I don't care, I made this decision, I researched the subject, and I know who I want to listen to. There's a saying, who do you listen to? Now, my guru as far as dentists and teeth is concerned is Dr. Ellie Phillips and her mouth care system. So yeah, I really wanted to tell you about this visit. I'm over the moon. I don't need a dental cleaning. No pain, no sweating, no... I was like, oh my goodness, I was so happy, no dental cleaning. And it's all just because of the mouth care system. So I really recommend you at least try it. I'm not saying go on it for life, but just try it, maybe it works for you too. Also, Dr. Ellie says a lot about dental cleanings. And the way she sees it is that a dental cleaning actually is detrimental to your teeth, detrimental to your enamel, because the bacteria forming on your teeth, it's actually, this is not the main problem. The dental cleaning doesn't address the main problem because it's stripping away of also the good and the bad bacteria. You see, that's what we don't want, because after about 48 hours or maybe even less, all the bacteria is going to be up there again on your teeth. Yeah, so I shared my big story with you, and please let me know in the comments what you think about dental cleanings. Have you had one? Is it as painful for you as it's been for me? And yeah, I see you in the next. Bye bye.